do you still believe in the long term that Ethereum will have #1 market cap? So basically, the question is, will Ethereum surpass Bitcoin? So our prediction for this is with a long time horizon. So for those who don't know, I've gone public stating that in the next 10 years, we think by 2030, Ethereum will surpass Bitcoin in market cap, and that's something all Bitcoin maximals don't like to hear. But in our opinion, we just think that's the natural progression of where the network effects for Ethereum will take it. And this came after I traveled to Osaka, Japan last year for Ethereum DevCon. And this was during a bear market when people were pretty pessimistic on crypto, and seeing the number of developers traveling to Japan that were still actively building in a bear market, really to us showed us that Ethereum is the future. While Bitcoin had first mover advantage, first of all, don't get us wrong. We still think Bitcoin is good, right? As you can see here, Bitcoin is #1 on our ratings. So we're still bullish on Bitcoin, but we think Bitcoin is really becoming digital gold. And we think the stock to flow models showcase that. And for anybody out there who wants to really develop on blockchains or smart contracts, Ethereum is the place to go, right? And I think if we, can somebody go on mute? Okay. And the way we view this is, if we look at the derivatives market, it's about $500 billion. And if that gets tokenized, we don't think that's going to go onto Bitcoin. That's going to go onto Ethereum. Ethereum has the platform. It's already blowing up when it comes to DeFi. And at one point, it had about $1 billion in assets locked up on the Ethereum and the DeFi network and the DeFi ecosystem. And that's something Bitcoin does not have yet. And let's say Bitcoin eventually manages to get it. We think the network effects for that will be tough to catch up with, right? So we're bullish on Bitcoin, but we're even more bullish on Ethereum, especially as we approach ETH 2.0, right? So if we go here to DeFiPulse.com, as you can see here, Ethereum has been trending up. Obviously, it has kind of come back, but all this is being built on Ethereum. And if people can look at the current Ethereum market cap, but if you also factor in all the other cryptocurrencies and altcoins and their market cap that are being built on Ethereum, Ethereum has a truly higher market cap than what's actually shown on CoinMarketCap and other platforms like that, right? And then the other thing I would like to share with you, this is we call this DeFi Legos, to really show you the stack that is really powering the DeFi movement. So this is the power of Ethereum right now, right? So we have Ethereum, then we have DeFi, and DeFi is really being propelled by Maker. So as we can see here, over half of the assets in DeFi are on MakerDAO. So that's also a cryptocurrency that we're pretty bullish on long term. And then all these other applications are being built on top of Ethereum, Maker, and the entire DeFi. And this is something that Bitcoin does not really have yet. So we think Bitcoin is really going to focus on its main use case of being a store of value and being digital gold. And for the use case of smart contracts and applications and dApps, we think Ethereum is going to win that race. And that's why we're very bullish on Ethereum long term.